All eyes on Sheikh Jarrah. What's happening? Sheikh Jarrah is a neighborhood in occupied East Jerusalem. Occupied East Jerusalem is a Palestinian territory according to international law. However, Israeli courts have said that 6 families in Sheikh Jarrah need to vacate their homes for Israeli settlers. Therein lies one of the many disputes. So, Palestinian land with Palestinian homes housing Palestinian people are now being told to vacate by the Israeli government. Again, part of one of the many disputes. The story that we're here to talk about today, right now we're filming this on Saturday, May 15th. You're receiving this on Monday, May 17th. Today, May 15th, Saturday, 3 heavy Israeli missiles have struck a 12-story building in Gaza. Now, the issue with the building is that building houses Al Jazeera, AP Press, and many other media outlets. Pair that with a dwindling internet availability in Gaza, the lack of access to charge anything, and what you're essentially looking at is a technological dead zone that's being created in Gaza. It's also a place where it would be nearly impossible to get a story out at all. And if you wanted to get a story out, it would be an uphill battle. If you can't record what's going on, you can't show what's going on. And if you're dead, you're not alive to tell the story. However, if you are alive and you can record something, you still may be censored by Facebook or Instagram the second that you put it out. TRT World writes, since attacks on residents and activists by Israeli forces and settlers in the occupied East Jerusalem neighborhood of Sheikh Jarrah began, countless Palestinians have slammed social media companies for shutting down their personal accounts and censoring content they shared. When Israel forces stormed Al-Aqsa on Friday, the hashtags for the mosque, Islam's third holiest site, were hidden on Instagram and content was blocked just as worshippers inside the mosque were being met with stun grenades and rubber bullets, which injured 220 people. And if all of this is sounding familiar to you, look no further than early-ish April 11th to be exact, when 20-year-old black man Dante Wright was shot and killed by former police officer Kim Potter here in Minnesota at Brooklyn Center. Some of the people that were posting videos from 63rd and Catherine where Dante Wright was shot and killed by white police officer Kim Potter, they were not shareable on Instagram or Facebook. Oh, how do I know this? Because I posted a video of me giving a speech at 63rd and Catherine and people were DMing me that they couldn't share it. Thank you, Instagram. Today, folks that are speaking about what's happening in Gaza over social media are not only being censored, but they're receiving death threats. So much that one Instagram user had to make a public post saying, hey, please do not download my fact videos and then repost them. If you do that, then they can't have any control over it. Speaking of who's in control, remember when we mentioned that compromised internet connection availability in Gaza? APC writes, since the Israeli occupation of the Palestinian territories in 1967, Israel took complete control of the ICT infrastructure and sector in the West Bank and Gaza, impeding development and blocking the establishment of an independent network, instead making Palestinians entirely dependent on the Israeli occupation authorities. So, today in Gaza, media buildings are being destroyed, the internet is compromised, electricity is becoming less and less accessible, and social media is censoring the stories that are coming out of the Gaza and West Bank area. That means that these are measures being taken to steer and control a narrative. And we all know how powerful narrative is, especially over the past year here in Minneapolis.